from outer space before she gets her makeup on. It's an absolute hideous sight. But once we get that makeup on, I'll be unrecognizable in a good way. So the cream is to hydrate and wake up that skin. I've had a good sleep and I'm a bit groggy, but I'm ready to roll. As soon as I get the makeup on, I feel like more of a humanoid and more a productive humanoid. Now, the cream I'm using is by Garnier and it's completely clear. It's like a jelly. Not the jelly you would eat, the jelly you would put on your face. And it says barrier repair water gel it's got hyaluronic acid, which is meant to be very good for your skin. So I'm going to rub it up in your neck. Don't ever forget the neck. We're now ready to apply the makeup, which is the nitty gritty. Now I just bought a new L'Oreal True Match in the shade. Without my glasses, I can't see a thing. 4D or 4W. Warm. What is the... Excuse me, I just honestly... I think it's an age thing. Warm door. I'm gonna look like a warm door once I get this on. I don't know where to get these names, if I'm honest. Right, this is the first time. Okay, it's coming out. And so we apply. You see the difference there? That looks a little yellow, but once it's all blended in, it'll be fine. Trust me. Rub it up, two men in a pub, two men in a tub. Would you prefer to hear about two men in a tub or two men in a pub? I have a feeling two men in a pub is more commonly heard around these parts. Two men in a tub is a whole other story and not meant for YouTube. Now we've applied all of that and now we look like we've got hepatitis. Honestly, sometimes I just make myself laugh, There's so many problems in the world. You've got to laugh. You just laugh it off. Laugh it off. Laugh it off. I refuse to worry. What good is it going to do me? And since nobody's around to make me laugh, I've just got to make myself laugh, and that's that. Right, we've done the makeup. We're now moving on. I've got a little bag of tricks right here. Let me show you my bag of tricks. It's pretty and pink. Looking for the eyebrow pencil, and here it is. It is NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil Crayon Micro pour les sources. I don't really read French very well, as you can tell. Righty-ho then, so I'm just drawing some hair in areas that need to be filled in, because my eyebrows are very sparse, like the rest of me, like my hair and everything else. So I'm just filling in areas that need to be filled in. Actually looks all right. What do you think in comparison? You can hardly see the other one. I think I did a very good job on that. Right, moving on to the other one. For some reason the left side is harder to do than the right side. Same with my eyeliner. Seem to get it right on the right side. but make an awful mess on the left, which is very frustrating. But on the scope of things, that should be the least of my worries, right? Well, so there's the eyebrows done. I now have eyebrows, which, by the way, frames your face. Now, do you like a picture without a frame? Or with a frame is the question. So now I have a few spikes. This is too much information. 2 spikes on the chin, and I'm going to whip them out with my tweezer on my chinny chin chin. So I'll be right back. For this I have a special whatever you call it, a microphone? Microscopic? No. Gosh, I've forgotten the name. Micro something. My magnifying glass. There it is. See, the word was in there somewhere. Oh, I got you. Oh, I got you. Oh. I thought. Oh, what can be going on? We can't be going around all spiky now, can we? It's not very attractive. Now, we've done the makeup, we've done the we've done the foundation, we've done the eyebrows. We now move on to the eyes themselves. And what a pair of eyes they are, but what a pair of eyes they're going to be. Now, eyes are the window to the soul. So what are we going to do? We're going to take some eyeshadow. Now, I don't do an awful lot with eyeshadow, but I do put some. I apply a little purple. Got to have the right brush for this, you know. Something with a large brush at one end and a smaller one at the other, and I'll explain why. I'm not sure actually. Well, wait a minute. No, I'll start using the small brush now I've got a palette here, you see? All those lovely shades of brown. So I'm going to take, you know what? We'll use the big brush and we'll put something shiny, glittery on the eyelid right here. And on the other side. So if you can see that, that's very pretty. We now take a darker shade like the brown and put it with the small brush in the inset of the eye. Now a lot of people have asked me to provide a demonstration of how I put my makeup on. I've been doing this for years, and to be honest, I don't go nowhere without my makeup, except on YouTube. And there is nobody that has seen me makeupless other than you guys and my husband. So if you see what I've done, oh, that's looking very good. I've put it in this area and a little on the side, because I like a little on the side, you know. Okay, so that's that done. Now, we could go as far as to put something above, you know, in this area, but I'm not bothering. There's a limit to what I'm willing to do in the mornings, since I'm really not a morning person. Now, if I wanted to be really glam, I'd put something underneath. In fact, I might just do that right now. Just a tiny touch of the brown underneath. And try not to get it in your eye like I usually do. Right, that's that done. Simple, right? We're now moving on to the eyeliner. Now, this is tricky. There's a number of ways of doing it. Okay, I'm going to do it with this liquid eyeliner, and it's called Vamp by Pupa, or Pupa, and it says, oh gosh, where's those glasses? I can't see it bloody. It says definition liner. What we're doing is we're defining the eye with the eyeliner, and this is in a chocolate brown color. Now, a lot of people wear, you know what, I haven't even got the light on, for goodness sake. Oh, hang on, that's a bit bright. Oh, that's better. Oh, I look yellow again now, better good. Okay, which lighting is it that you want? I think that's better. Okay, so a lot of people go with black, but as we get older, black tends to be a little harsh. So I have moved over to brown. There's not an awful lot of difference, it's just a little bit more subtle. Oh, I need the magnifying glass for this. So I'm basically putting a line. You can do a thick line or a thin line, whatever you prefer, on the top of the eyelid. And once we've done that and brought it all the way over to the side like so, oops, any mistakes can be corrected with an ingenious design. Just wet it a bit of an earbud. And I'm just going to quickly take off any excess. Perfect. Now, can you see the eyeliner there? I'm now going to wing it, as in make a cat eye, bringing it up, because everything at our age, let's face it, tends to go down south, and we want to bring everything up, or at least give it the effect of, my husband's just walked in, just one moment, I'll be back. So, as I was saying, I'm going to wing it. I'm going to do the cat eye. Now, I don't know if you can see, because see, I have to look in here. So I'm bringing it up in an upward direction, and then I join it up with the other part that I just drew. And then you should have something like that. Can you see? Yeah. Now you see the eyeshadow is coming a little bit lower than the eyeliner. So what we do is we can cover that with some whatchamacallit. Words escape me. Concealer, and with an eyebud I'm just going to rub that along where the actual wing is. Can you see that? Beautiful. Now we'll get to the concealer in a minute. We're going to conceal things that need to be concealed. I'm now going to do the left eye, which is more problematic. I don't think I'm very ambidextrous. Now there's a word for you. Right, even though I'm using my right hand, it just never seems to come out right. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Right, not too bad so far. And we're going to do the wing on the left side. We're winging it, winging it, winging it, winging it. Oh my God, disaster. I'll be with you in a minute. Thing is that sometimes they don't look the same, so you have to tweak them. Now this may seem like a lot of work to all of you, but believe me, it's worth it when your eyes are popping. Not out of your head, they're just popping. Now we're going in with a little eyeliner underneath the eye, which will really make it pop. And I'm using a brown shade again, like so. This pencil is by Kiko, an Italian brand. I love Kiko, and they're very affordable. It says unlimited precision, automatic eyeliner and kohl pencil. Automatic meaning you just twist it. You don't have to sharpen anything with a pencil sharpener. The days of sharpening pencils for me are over. Except that recently I bought one of these by Chanel, and to my dismay, it needed to be sharpened. But they very kindly provided a Chanel sharpener. Very luxe. Okay, off we go. In with the eyeliner, kind of on the inside and a little on the outside of the under eye. And the other side. Lovely, lovely jubbly. Oh, there we go. We are now ready for the mascara, which is the main event as far as I'm concerned. When you've got your eyelashes on, it's full glam. In fact, if you're not going to do anything, you don't want to do very much makeup at all, just do your mascara. For goodness sake, it takes 2 minutes and bing! Right, this one actually I spent a few pennies on. It's Lancome Hypnose Drama. I like a bit of drama. And actually there's a story to it, because I was in the pharmacy and I was looking for false eyelashes. And this very nice man came up to me, although he was, I think he plays on the other side, if you know what I mean. He came up to me and he said, "Why are you wasting your money on those false eyelashes when you can get the same drama from Lancome mascara?" I said, "Well, stop selling me all these things I don't want or need." He says, "Wait a minute, let me show you. Can I show you?" I said, "Go on then." And he went like this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, I don't know how many times. And I looked in the mirror, and there they were. My eyelashes were back in full swing. And I said, "You know what? How much is that thing?" And it wasn't that bad, to be honest. And I said, "I'll take it." I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker. You can talk me into anything, especially when it comes to makeup. So I'm going to apply now my dramatic mascara. I'll just do it over here. So basically I go up and down to get both sides, and then I kind of get underneath there and push them up and out. And give it a little wiggle, and then make sure you get the sides and the front part. And to be honest, I'm going to come back. Oh my gosh, we've had an accident. Wouldn't you know? And mine, it can all be fixed with one of these. Right, we're finished with that side for now, and I'm also going to do the bottom lashes. Extremely important. Wherever we can get a little drama these days, that's where you're going to go. Okay, I'm going on to the next one. Now, of course, I could take it to the other hand. Never done that before, actually. I'm a bit nervous. Can't seem to use my left hand for anything. Hang on. Okay. This video is completely spontaneous. I wasn't planning this, but since I had to put my makeup on anyway, I might as well show you what I do. It's a kind of a get ready with me, although I'm already dressed, Alright, so we've done that one, and now we're doing the bottom lashes. We're going back over to the other side to give them another little flick. And back over to the other side for another little flick. Now, the eyes are done. Can you see? All we have left now are the cheeks and the lips. So we're going ahead to do the cheeks now. I'm very cheeky. Okay, so what I use is I've got a few options. A lady needs options, you know, and that's why when I went to Eilat recently for this weekend, I took about 8 outfits for like 3 days. And my husband said to me, what do you need 8 outfits for 3 days for? He says, I'm only taking a pair of jeans and a top. And I said, a lady needs options. Did I wear all the outfits? No, of course not, but at least I had them there in case I wanted to. So we've got Giorgio Armani, which I find is nice, but I suffer with something called blusher blindness. I could just put blusher, and I still feel like I look pale. Whereas to other people, I look like a clown. But I find that when I use this, it's a little bit dull. But we'll use it anyway, and then we'll put something else on the top. So I'm going in. I'm doing like this cheek area upwards, right? And I'm continuing up the side because you can't just stop suddenly and then there'll be a white patch there. So you have to blush it up and up and up, even onto your forehead. You see that? So there's continuation. Yeah, that's lovely. Now the other side. And you just go full circle there on your forehead, you see that? To give it definition. Now, I'm going to do something very strange. Just trust me on this, okay? I'm going to take this part of the brush. By the way, this brush is, I think I brought it in Primark a million years ago, and it's wonderful. Now, I do wash my brushes from time to time. Probably should do it more often, but I will show you one day that process. It's not fun, but it's worth it because, you know, germs can gather in the bristles, and we don't want that doing. Now, moving on, I'm going to take this side, and I'm going to actually shape my nose. I'm going to put it down the side here, and the side here, and underneath. Now, why am I doing this? I'm not sure. I think it shapes it into like, as if I have a turned up nose, which I really do not, let's face it. Quite the opposite, in fact. If you want to hear the truth, my nose is just horrendous. But I can't help it, it's stuck to my face. I gotta go around and use it. Now, I suppose I'm lucky to have a nose at all. So we've done that. However, as far as I'm concerned, I'm pale. So we're going in with the next item, which is one of my favorite blushes. It's by MAC. This one actually is completely run down. I mean, I've used it and I need a new one. And it's if you can see, it's baked. And it's got swirls of different colors, oranges and pinks and greens, I think, and tans and browns. So we're just going to go in with a little bit of this to make sure we have enough color on our face. Now, everyone has different skin tones. I'm not so dark, although once I'm made up, I look a little dark. but I'm actually very white-skinned. I'm from Ireland, remember. So, we've done that. Now, the last thing we're going to do, well, not the last thing, but one of the last things is, you see around the jawline right there, we're going to go around the jawline because anyone who thinks they may have or have a double chin, this helps to deflect from that. It gives the impression that you have a slimmer neckline. So I've done that, right. Oh, I forgot the concealer. Here it is right in front of me. The concealer I've been using lately is L'Oreal Skin Ink in a shade 140. I'm just going in with a touch around where I have any black puffy eyes. And also there, I forgot to do that side of the eye under the eyeliner. Right, now let me just fix this eyeliner situation. Now I'm going to just dab underneath. And we'll be blemish free with bright eyes, no puffiness, and no black bags. That's not too bad. Now, we've done the concealer, we've done the blusher. What's left now is, actually we didn't do blusher, we did bronzer. Excuse me. We did bronzer, we're now going to do blusher. And we're going to need a different, okay, I'm taking a brush like this. And I'm taking a very cheap, actually, from Sakara blusher in this ridiculous, crazy color pink. But do I care? At my age, I don't care about anything, as long as it does its trick. Now I'm putting a little bit of this, and I'm putting it in the apple of my cheek and bringing it upwards. Bring everything upwards, darlings. This is the trick. The eyes, the blush, everything goes in an upward direction so that you won't need to go out and have Botox too often. And on the other side, on the apple of the cheek, bringing it upwards. And that's going to give you a lovely, fresh and young color. Excuse me. Now we move on to the shimmer. We all like a bit of shimmer, let's face it. For goodness sake, why not? Oh, I forgot to use this. Okay. Before the shimmer, I'm taking a little bit of powder, you know, like this, either translucent powder or in a powder thingy as such. This is by Charlotte Tilbury, and it's called Airbrush Flawless Finish, and it's to give your skin that nice, smooth, flawless finish. And I've got a pad. I only really put it here because there are lines here, and I don't want any shininess getting into those lines. And perhaps just that's it. No big deal. And then I was looking for my, I don't know where I put it. Don't know where I put it. I found it. This is our shimmer. Now you can use any shimmer, and there are several colors in this one. This is Sakara. You've got pinky, white, cream, beige, and gold. So depending on what kind of makeup you've put on and what you're wearing, I tend to go for the pinky, since I put the pink blusher. So I take a little bit of the pinky one and I run it along the top of my cheek right there, giving the effect of glowiness. Now, who does not want to glow in their 60s or any age? I also go along the bridge of my nose. Don't ask me why. It just works. And on the forehead here. Don't ask me why. Have we got enough? Yes, perfect. Moving on to the lips. Lippy, 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 lippy. You're going to need a lip liner, a matte lipstick, and a lip gloss. So I'm using Kylie Jenner. Oops, Kylie Jenner, anyone? This is Kylie Cosmetics matte lip. I don't know, lipstick. Kylie Jenner's lip pencil. What kind of color? I don't know. It's all nudie shades. And Kylie's lip gloss. I'll start with the lip liner. Now the lip liner, my lips are a bit slim, and so I like to overline them to give the effect of plumpness, since I do not do fillers. I tried it once, it didn't last, it cost me a fortune, and I'm not going there again. I'm going to just, with makeup, give the effect that my lips are plumper than they really are. So what I do is I go underneath the lip and on the top I stay with the line of my lip, but when I get to the Cupid's bow I go above it. I'm basically filling out this part and this part, leaving the sides as they are, like lining them exactly on the line of the lip. But when it comes to the bottom part and the top part, I overline, I go above. So I now have my lip liner on, and it's given my lip definition, and they do already look a little bigger than they were. I'm taking the lipstick. You can use whatever you like, but I'm going in for I guess it's like a brownie, a nudie color. And again, it depends what you're wearing. Sometimes I'll do a red lip, sometimes I do a pink lip, or just nude. So that's that done. And and there's something else I like to do. Oh, I don't think I have it. I do. This is just a regular shiny brownie shade lipstick, and it's from, I think it's Revlon. And I'm just going around the edges with this very slightly to define it even more, you see. Now I'm filling the rest in, not the whole lip, but this part and this part with the gloss. Can you see? I've got juicy, kissable lips. So now my makeup is done. I look a lot better, apart from the hair, which I'm going to fix now in a minute, because I've got my lovely little wiggy. Oh, isn't she sweet? I have to give her a brush. But before I do so, I'm going to fix the makeup in place with a fixer. I think it's called a fixer. This is called Fix and Go Makeup Finishing Spray, and it's by Caroline. Now, there's another one by L'Oreal in the red spray box. It's very good. It keeps your makeup on all day long. Literally nothing moves. However, it feels like you're putting hairspray on your face, whereas this is more pleasant. All right, we're going in with a spray. And I spray all over, making sure that all my makeup stays on all day, because I am not into reapplying in the evening and that sort of thing. No, no, no. So we wait for that to dry, and we're ready for the hair. Get the hair on. Right, I'll give her a little brush. And I also have an oil that I spray on her sometimes. It's called Biflex, and it kind of gives her a little shine. You don't have to use it. You don't have to wear a wig. You probably don't. And on she goes like so. So I'm going to look a little funny in the beginning until I fix all the hairs in place. Now, as you can see, I didn't need to go to the hairdressers. I didn't need to wash or blow dry my hair. I just stuck her on my head and voila. Are we done? Oh, I feel totally naked. You know why? I forgot to put my earrings in. Oh my goodness, what is she like? Okay, in we go with the earrings. And I feel I'm ready for the day. Just turn this light off. Oh, there we go. I'm ready for the day. I feel like a humanoid. I'm going to hopefully be a productive one. And I'm ready to face the world and face whatever life throws upon me, because I have now got my war paint on. It's like my armor. And the confidence that comes from within because of the makeup is just on another level. So get yourself some makeups on, ladies. Make yourselves feel good from the outside and inside. And just make the best of what we have, no matter what age we are, no matter what mood we're in. I promise you, your mood will improve as soon as you get the makeup on. I hope I've inspired you ladies somewhat. And thanks for watching, and ta-ta for now.